Hello friends, as always, your community manager is here and today's guest is quite an impressive person. Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm a level designer working for the Gear Games company for the Art of War 3 project. I've been creating maps for a year and during this time we've made 14 maps. Some of them are used in event competitions. Let's make it a bit clearer. Tell our players what exactly you have been doing. What's your input to the development? I create in-game maps for multiplayer, namely for the most basic modes. At first I make a layout to see how the map might be played on. After testing and corrections are made, I draw a map. When the map is ready, we apply a basic scenario for it: 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3 battles, domination and maneuvers. I made game modifications before. In general, I adore developing games and I like the RTS genre. A year ago, I was happy to join the Art of War team to share all my experiences and ideas. I'm a map creator, so I started working on maps for PvP battles and then exclusively for event competitions. We've released 14 maps since June. The first one is named Hostile Dream and the last one, the Industrial Canal, made especially for the Joker event. This map was included in the fall setting for maps. When I joined the team, we started to work on a new fall setting for maps. The game has existed almost for 80 years and it was the first time we made the setting. It was a captivating journey for us as we had to remember how to do it. During last year's Halloween event, we released these maps, but they still required some work, so we removed them and now we get them back to the game for the Joker event. We've added some new details and the maps are now better optimized. Also, we gained experience and now we're ready to move on and make even more maps. Guys, look at the picture and write in the comments which map you liked the most. Okay, the next thing is, oh yes, this is the map where we made city objects look more natural. It's a perfect setting for a story. If you use your imagination, you may even see a story unfold. Indeed, our maps have some Easter eggs. Not every map in particular, but the majority of them hide something special, so go find them all now. Our well-known Easter egg is when you might spot a new hero of the Resistance proudly waiting for you on the pedestal. The hero appeared there well before its official release, and that was the future. Players have awaited city maps for a long time. They appear gradually, as you see. If you want us to make an entire city in the center of the map, it's not that easy to do, but our map creator is up for something big. Maybe you'll have one city map, perhaps not one, but several ones. Okay, we'll see. A question: will you change maps according to the season? Sounds great, but it's not an easy task. It implies a significant load on the servers and the game overall. We're going to think about making something else like tiny decorations for game events. For example, a New Year event starts and prizes appear all over the map. When it's Halloween, we scatter pumpkins. As for now, it's just an idea, but I'd like to make it a reality. Should we expect more naval maps? Certainly yes, we'll add more sea maps as we aim at enhancing sea battles. We'd like to make maritime maps as playable as ground ones. We have one more question regarding maps. What kind of a map would you like to create? Will there be a map featuring two islands connected by a long bridge? Unfortunately, there's an obstacle. Ships can't sail under bridges. It's a common problem for many RTS games when it's hard to make a unit go on the surface and beneath it as well. Battle logic just can't stand it. Our RTS is a mobile one, so we have even more technical limitations. A long bridge between two islands, I don't think will make it, but maybe we got to think about it. We need to make sure players can go from one point to another using ships. Why have you removed some maps? I haven't played for a long time on an H map and Atun Plateau. It depends. We try to create various maps, but not all of them turn out to be playable, so we have to remove some maps. And there are some maps that you won't have to play on, as they are not so good for battles. Atun Plateau is the largest map that has many objects, and they generate multiple technical flaws, and the current edition of the map doesn't match the quality of our game. Any plans to interact with the environment and landscape? It's difficult to do, as the interactions require a change of the battle logic. Also, we'll need some game design solutions. We'll have to work hard on it, and it's only possible if the idea behind the change is worthwhile. Otherwise, we're going to waste our precious time. A question to the map creator. Will you make volcanic maps with volcanic ash? We certainly plan to introduce new map settings, but within the well-elaborated game context. I mean, we won't do something odd which has nothing to do with our game's traditions. We're committed to realism, but the volcanic landscape is part of a space setting or a fantasy setting. It's not about the modern world. A player claims the map creator is a spy and he tries to implement players' ideas, being a developer undercover. Well, why not? We've released a new feature, automatically capture control points. You can send a lot of infantrymen and they'll pick up every container without your participation. Also, they might even capture a thing with the bad Joker joke. With the Joker's Trap event, we've added a new functionality, automatically capture control points. In this blitz, the feature is so helpful. The battle starts and your units go to seize containers on their own. I've read some feedback in this style of, why do you make the game so simple? Guys, there's a concept of quality of life. It's not about the complexity of a game designer. It's rather about controls in the game. An easy-to-learn, hard-to-master principle helps players play conveniently without thinking about solving hard tasks. Tapping each unit to make it approach the container and then capture it looks like a boring, routine thing that distracts you from the main goal, which is to be victorious over your rival. So we try to correct such things to make the game more comfortable to play. I agree with you. The game as it is now is rather hard for the mobile device. It requires an uncountable number of actions from players. During the deployment time, players have to build a base, produce units, send them out to scout an area and collect containers. Moreover, remember to upgrade your headquarters to level 2. I don't know players who execute perfect timing and don't have issues at all. A player asks if it's possible to prevent an ally from destroying an allied HQ. It gets on my nerves. It's the forced fire we can get rid of. Maybe you have to target an enemy chameleon. Without the forced fire, you won't do that. The next event starts on April 24. The game will celebrate its 8th anniversary. It's going to be a huge event with the event currency named Gears. We'll have a lot of competitions too. Let's celebrate. It's gonna be fun. How to counter the energy shield. The wasp with hawks. When will you make the shield weaker? We have a lot of countermeasures against chameleons, but not against the shield, which we have got to destroy only. The next tier 2 hero will get the job done. We are developing it now. Thanks for watching. Good luck in battles. Goodbye, commanders.